I'm here to say one thing today. If you have waited on God for a long period of time, and there are things that seem to not happen in your life, they will. You know, when you see a huge movement and nothing seems to be able to stop it or tear it down, when you see God get on board to that movement, that's when something will happen. So when you see for yourself what you've been waiting for a long time, when God gets on board for that, you will see something tremendous happen. Because you see, the same God that parted the Red Sea in the Old Testament is the same mighty God that will move for you in the New. The same God that would say, "And then you will see that I am God," is the same one that promises you will see that He is God. Oh, there are those that'll work their iniquity and they'll work their witchcraft on you. And they'll say, you're going to suffer this and admit that we are God, that we have God. You're going to get down on your knees and you're going to cry out because we have God, because we have the right this and we have the right that. And then you have those that are worse than that, where they force you with their witchcraft. They're going to know they can't do this to us. We can have our way. We can do anything we want. Why, if we want to murder somebody, murder them. If we want to rape, we rape. If we want to do anything, we do it. Because they're going to know we got God. And then you have that righteous person that has Jesus Christ in their heart. They don't have to scream. They don't have to yell. They don't even have to fight. And God will be with them. And I'll tell you this, even if they're pushed too far, because many people push the right buttons to push you too far and control what you appear like to other people. And that is just a big deception. I think when somebody's brains have been beat out and they should have perished long time ago, God has that one strand that hangs on, that one strand. Now, if you're filled with evil, if you play games with God, if you have hatred and murder and all these other things in your heart, adultery, a spiritual adultery, all different kinds of evil that comes out of the evil heart of the imagination, you only imagine a strand. You only imagine that you have someone that cares about you and loves you. Because you see, even though God died for us all, when you place yourself directly between Him and His children and insist to His children they have nothing, you are asking for trouble. When you put yourself directly in a path to destroy God's children, because you can't live without destruction. You can't live, you cannot find peace without hurting someone else. The wicked, they stay up all night working hard to destroy someone. The righteous stay up all night to defend people, to bless them. I can remember my husband telling me, I stayed up all night. I was so concerned about you. I stayed up and I couldn't sleep because I was too concerned about you. And there I am smiling, feeling great. I said, boy, I knew someone prayed for me. I knew that someone that loves me prayed for me, but I also knew that Jesus has a hold of my hand. And the last thing that I went through, and I won't tell you when I went through it, but I knew that that was the last thing that I was ever going to go through. That God had a hold of me so tight. God help the one that sent it, because I don't know if they'll make it through. I hope they do. I hope they get led to repentance. I hope they have time, because they're going to get a shock of their life. A shock is coming, you know. Everybody's been talking about something big is going to happen. Well, the big shock is going to be to those who love to do evil. They love to curse rather than do what is right. Rather than be a blessing, they love to curse and destroy. Those people are in real trouble right now, because it is those people God's going to deal with. And that's why I've told everybody, get on board with God. Get close to Him, because you will line up to the blessings. You won't line up to the curses. You will line up to the blessings because you love Him first. If you love Him, you're very forgiving, very kind. You wouldn't lift this little finger to hurt anybody. Violence is not of God. When you see someone cornered and they scream and they yell and they holler and they do everything because they're cornered. Oh, I'm not talking about righteous anger. Righteous anger is different. It's not because you're cornered. You're outraged. How could anybody be so cruel and do this? Big difference. Big difference. That's why God's the only judge. But I'm talking about the ones that get caught in their evil, and they're calling evil good and good evil. Ooh, ooh, woe unto those. Woe unto those.